That was President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the official commissioning of a completed segment of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway. You saw how the president skipped to shake the hand of Lagos State Governor Sanwo-Olu. When he goes to Diri, the governor of Bayelsa State, the president greeted him and passed over. That was President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the commissioning of the completed part of Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway in Lagos, where he humiliated the governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, by snubbing him, by skipping him, while he was shaking hands with other governors that was there at the inauguration of that section of the Calabar Lagos Coastal Highway. You can see from the video that the president shook the hand of former Senate President Ahmed Lawan. After that, he shook the hand of the governor of Borno State, Zulum. He then shook hand with Governor Otu of Cross River State, and then Governor Doyediri of Bayelsa State. But when he got to Sanwo-Olu, he skipped Sanwo-Olu and refused to shake his hands and moved to Governor Ododo of Kogi State. That was a public humiliation for the Lagos State Governor, who has been doing everything to show Tinubu that he is still his godfather. Remember that recently, Babajide Sanwo-Olu attacked Peter Obi, and I did a video on that. He attacked Peter Obi, saying that Peter Obi was demarketing Nigeria in United States. In fact, in a statement that Babajide Sanwo-Olu issued, it was titled factually addressing Mr. Peter Obi's criticism of Nigeria at Johns Hopkins University in the United States. In that statement, Babajide Sanwo-Olu personally signed that statement. It was an attempt by him to ingratiate himself to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu by showing him that it is not true that I didn't support you in 2023, or that I allegedly sent money to support the campaign of Peter Obi and Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. Of course, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi, they have both denied ever receiving a dime from Aisha Achimogo, who is believed to be an ally of Babajide Sanwo-Olu. And Babajide Sanwo-Olu has also recently, that was last year November, last year October, Babajide Sanwo-Olu went to court to stop the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission from arresting him when he leaves office in 2027. Now, if you go and look at the application by Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Babajide Sanwo-Olu was alleging that he was being haunted, including his aides, that they are the EFCC are after his aides, interrogating them, interviewing them, and that there are plans by the EFCC to arrest him when he leaves office in 2027. And he had gone to the court to take cover, to enforce his fundamental human rights, that they should not arrest him when he leaves office. Of course, the court in November 2024 dismissed that his application. But the import of this is that this public humiliation is another confirmation that all is not well between President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the governor of Lagos State. Like I said, you know about Aisha Chimogu. She was once on the run, and EFCC has finally caught up with her. But it was alleged that it was through her that money was sent to campaign organizations of those challenging Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But I hope that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not believing that it was because of Sanwo-Olu's lack of support to him. That was why he lost Lagos. The truth of the matter remains that Lagosians who have lived under the shadow of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu since 1999 used the opportunity of that election to send a clear message to him that they are fed up with his influence in Lagos and they wanted a change. That was why they voted overwhelmingly for Peter Obi of the Labour Party in that election. And Peter Obi defeated him in a wide margin, according to some sources. That wideness of margin was eventually narrowed by INEC, according to sources, because at the end of the day, the beating was so huge that there was nothing INEC could do to totally erase it, because ordinarily it would have been unthinkable that Peter Obi would beat Tinubu in Lagos, where he had been governor for 8 years and had been appointing his surrogates as governor of that state. So he's well grounded in Lagos politics. But the Lagosians sent a message to him that they are sick and tired of his leadership and that of his surrogates. And because if you look at it, even Sanwo-Olu has to struggle to win the second-term governorship. He had to struggle. They have to put out immediately Tinubu lost that Lagos state in the first election. Sanwo-Olu and his gang of supporters, what did they do? They started threatening people who are not, who they believe are Igbo or looking like Igbo. They thought that it was Igbos that stopped Tinubu from winning Lagos. But nothing could be further from the truth. Lagos is predominantly Yoruba-speaking entity. It's predominantly Yoruba environment. There is no other people in Lagos that can be more populous than the Yoruba population. So the vast majority of the Lagosians who are Yorubas join forces with others who are not to ensure that Tinubu was defeated in Lagos. I don't think that it has anything to do with Sanwo-Olu. Sanwo-Olu himself struggled. If not that the kind of things he was able to do, using all these stouts who are harassing anybody that looks like Igbo or Igbo, to force people not to come out to vote in the election, he wouldn't have come back. So I don't think that that would be nice to blame him for the president's loss in Lagos. And also, one thing that is clear is that Sanwo-Olu, despite all the things he did, trying to convince the president that he's stealing his good books, that he is for the president, what happened at the commissioning of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway shows that the president is not impressed. He's not impressed with the effort of Sanwo-Olu. It's like the president had already moved on. And I think the president, first of all, showed his hand when Sanwo-Olu wanted to impeach the Lagos State Speaker, House of Assembly Speaker. And the governor almost had his way until the president intervened and restored the speaker to the chagrin of Sanwo-Olu and the lawmakers. That was the first time the president was showing his hands and where his heart is, that his heart is no longer with Sanwo-Olu. And Sanwo-Olu is lucky. This thing is happening before his second term. If Tinubu had this kind of view of him, they would have given him the embodied treatment. So he is lucky. This is his final shot. But he may not be lucky after this, because right now he's having immunity. That's why they have not moved against him. Like he alleged in his case before against EFCC, that their EFCC officials are allegedly harassing his aides, trying to get information concerning him. The only thing he can do now to save himself from being locked up after May 29, like they did to former governor of Kogi State, who had to be on the run for some time. He has to put his house in order. That's the only saving grace now, because from this public humiliation, you know that the EFCC will be after him after May 29, 2027. So what he has to do is to keep his house in order, ensure that he is transparent and that he will not be found wanting in any way. And that remains to be seen. But there is no doubt about it, that despite his effort to use Peter Obi to restore himself to reckoning, to restore himself to the heart of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he has failed. From what we have just seen, normally people use Peter Obi to ride to get to positions when they are in trouble. They attack Peter Obi frontally, and before you know it, Tinubu will recognize them. But Sanwo-Olu's effort has been in futility. And this video, this humiliation, which is a big one, whether we like it or not. I have heard some people say maybe the president didn't recognize Sanwo-Olu. There's no way the president would not have recognized Sanwo-Olu, his boy that he know all the time. There's no way. I don't believe that the president didn't recognize him. Some people say that because he didn't bring out his hand. No, that's not true. There are many people that didn't even bring out their hand. It was the president that brought his own hand out to shake their hands. So I think so. The president knows what he's doing, and he just behaved like some of the characters we used to read in Don Corleone, in Mario Puzo's books, and he has shown it clearly in public, without any doubt. He knows what he was doing by snubbing Sanwo-Olu. The onus is now on Sanwo-Olu to make sure that he is not found wanting after 2027. Because from what the president has just exhibited, he shows that he doesn't suffer fools gladly. And you can also understand the reason why the president was so much on the side of Wike, because he hates betrayal by godsons. So he feared that Fubara betrayed Wike, and you can see the president had always been solidly behind Wike, because they share one thing in common. They are all godfathers, and they know what it means to feel betrayed. And the president exhibited it the way he treated Sanwo-Olu. I don't know what to think about the humiliation of Sanwo-Olu in public, despite the effort that Sanwo-Olu made to use P2B to ride back to reckoning, to ride back to the position where he can be able to show the president that I'm on your side. I hate P2B too. I'm for you in 2027. Despite that effort, the president has humiliated him in public. What is your thinking? Why do you think the president is so vexed with Sanwo-Olu? And what do you think Sanwo-Olu should do to avoid any further drama that are likely to, further dramas that are likely to unfold once he leaves office, as he feared in the suit he filed challenging EFCC not to touch him when he leaves office. Whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.